Hello, beloved, and welcome. If you are watching live with us right now, let us know you're here in the comments feed. I am so excited to be with you today, to be looking at, even in the midst of all the chaos, all the tragedy, all the suffering, the pain, the uncertainty, we can still connect to pleasure and the power of pleasure, which is also God, that it is not missing in this time, and how it serves us in this time. I also wanted to let you know of what's kind of going on at the Albuquerque Center for Spiritual Living. I wanted to let you know that for our in-person events, like today, we are hosting the second installment of our Your Personal Transformation Plan series. And if you're in the local area, you can join us in our new outdoor sanctuary, which is how we will be hosting these larger events for now anyways. We will be meeting, our council will be meeting, and any community members who would like to join us this Thursday at 6 p.m. on Zoom. You can find the link on our website or email us at office@abqcsl.org to join us for that conversation, where we're going to be looking at our current COVID policies and how we may want to make changes to that moving forward. But what I also want you to know is you will continue to find the Spirit Speaks inspirational message and episode every week right here on your favorite online channel, Facebook or YouTube, where we will join together at 9 a.m. every Sunday to interact, and you can also just watch anytime. And if you're watching anytime, if you just happen to be watching this and on your own or with your family, let us know you've watched, and share any thoughts or questions you have in the comments. I would love to hear from you and be able to support you in this journey. And you know, it's easy right now. It's easy right now to feel alone, to feel not supported, and we're together going to find ways to care for one another. It is easy in these times to feel like somehow pleasure is a guilty pleasure because so many are suffering, and why should I be the one who is able to have joy and good experiences when so many on the planet are suffering? And it can also just feel hard to access it because some of us are just numbing out as a way to survive in this moment. And I would invite you to consider, as Audre Lorde shared with us and that I sent out in our email, I would invite you to consider that pleasure is God, is the good, is the goodness of God giving itself to us. And when we connect to that, it requires our presence, our embodied experience and mindfulness. And when we allow that, we allow those deep feelings, sensations, hurts, pains, joys, and pleasure, it allows us to bring our full good God presence to life. And life is calling for us and our good God presence. I love you so much. Enjoy this episode. Hello, I am Reverend Amani Malaika. I am so glad you are watching today. We have been thrilled to reach thousands over this last year through our online inspirational content. I am so excited about Spirit Speaks. I am so excited about all that our team is doing to transform the lives of people around the world. And I invite you to join us by supporting this work. You can text to give, the instructions are on the screen, and I am so grateful for every contribution you make. Thank you. Pleasure even when the world is crumbling. Pleasure even when the world is crumbling. I believe that's what gets to happen when we move at a pace of mindfulness and recognize how good it feels to be connected to ourselves, to our truth, to God, to good. How pleasurable spiritual transformation gets to be when we make it a priority, when we make it more important than trying to get our value affirmed out here. And it's not always that common in spiritual conversations and spiritual communities to talk about pleasure, to talk about actual goodness, feeling good, and all the ways that we get to do that in these human bodies that are also filled with the good, made of the good, fully present with the good. And I think there's this weird sense of being good that means that if the world is crumbling, if people are going hungry and starving to death, and if war is happening, and, if racial injustice is happening, and blah, yada, da, that, oh no, I can't seek pleasure. That somehow I've got to get serious about changing the world. And I beg to differ. I believe pleasure is part of that birthright that the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu spoke of as inherent joy. I believe there's inherent pleasure. Our bodies were made to feel. All the ways that we can experience sensation, experience emotion, experience touch and taste and smell and sound. I don't think God was mistaken in this beautiful creation we find ourselves living. I believe pleasure has always been inherently a part of the game. And removing ourselves from it, removing ourselves from the goodness, the givingness of God, is what happens when we deny pleasure. And here's the thing. The best thing we've got to give to life is ourselves. That's it. That's the best we've got to give. You might have awesome skills. You might have a boatload of money. You might have some really good jokes. You might got dance moves for days. But the best thing we have to give is ourselves. The most impactful thing we have to offer is our divine nature, our unique, beautiful, authentic goodness. Now, think about if you were going to invite some folks for a dinner party. Do you want them showing up cranky and stoic and uptight and unwilling to experience pleasure? Is that the dinner party you want to throw? Or would you prefer a table surrounded by people deeply connected to their joy and their pleasure? I would opt for the second. But think about life itself. Think about who you are bringing to the table of life. Are you showing up as fulfilled, ecstatic, delighted, joyous creature? Are you showing up face-pinched, unwilling because the world is completely in chaos, which means I can't be in any sense of joy or delight? And yet, the world is begging for your joy. The world is begging for you to show up as your juiciest, most glorious, pleasurable self. That's who I want to hang out with. And I know for sure that when each of us get really close to our truth, and my God, it feels good to be close to our truth. I can't find the words to express how good it is to know and experience the good. And when we are in that place, when our vibration is moving in a place of joy and pleasure and ecstasy and delight, and we bring that to life, that resonant vibration of goodness begins to vibrate and resonate and radiate out into the world, giving itself to life, which has no other possibility but expanding the good. And it's not irresponsible. I could just hear somebody in my head, but that's an irresponsible approach to life. And what about social justice and change? I think it's irresponsible to skip the step of doing the work of knowing who and what you are. There is no justice without truth. There is no world that works for everybody without truth. And if we don't truly know who and what we are, none of the other stuff gets to happen. We bring our baggage, we bring our misbeliefs, our misunderstandings. That's what we then bring to the table. And that's so helpful. So if you need permission to make your spiritual transformation a priority, you got it. You have all the permission, because I am telling you, it is the answer to all ills. Social, personal, global. Nothing good happens without goodness. And if we don't begin to become conscious of the good, present to the good, mindful of the good, all the good that is trying to move through us gets limited and diminished and blocked. And it is such a joy to make it our business to stay connected to the good. It is such a joy to be sparked by the good in our imaginations, in our experiences, in our interactions. It's a game changer.
Hello, Clarissa here, doing self-care like a boss and having a blast. By now you're probably thinking, dang, does this chick just live in her bathtub? And the answer to that is, I'm not in here all of the time, just most of the time. No, I'm kidding. This is just one aspect of my spiritual ritual, but luxuriating in the tub does bring me great pleasure. And guess what? The divine wants all of us to experience pleasure. I mean, if we're expressions of the divine, don't you think we're meant to enjoy it? We were not endowed with the ability to feel pleasure by accident. So seek out your pleasure this week. Let's give God a good time through us and as us. So sing, dance, lay in the grass, get yourself some hugs and kisses. Do what feels good. Check out my Pleasure Anyway playlist. It starts slow and meditative, and it ends in a fun celebration. The first song on there, I Am the Light of My Soul, is one of my favorite bathtub meditations. It will remind you that not only do you get to feel bliss, you are bliss. Much love.
I am the light of my soul. I am beautiful. I am bountiful. I
If you guys are ready, we're just going to take all of that beauty and all of those ways that we see Spirit expressing outside of us and just take a moment to really experience that Spirit inside of us. So I invite you to just relax into your chair as best as you can. And just take a nice, deep cleansing breath with me. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let's do that together again, but pause for a moment at the end of the inhale. And then when you release the breath, just release everything else right along with it. Any tension in the body, just letting it all go. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, hold, release, and let go. Imagine that any stress or worry or anything you may be carrying is just pouring out of your fingertips like liquid and pouring out of the bottom of your feet into the earth. Allow yourself to feel supported by the chair that you're sitting in. Your chair is supporting you. The floor beneath the chair is supporting you. The earth beneath that floor is holding and completely supporting you right now. So if you haven't done so already, allow your eyes to gently close or find a soft, unfocused gaze as you begin to turn your awareness inward to the place within you where the entire universe dwells. Everything beautiful that you have ever seen or ever felt or could ever imagine is right there inside of you. Open your inner eyes and look around at the magnificence. Spirit calling. And as you continue to breathe normally and naturally, begin to feel the prana, the life force, in and around your body. Feel it vibrating in your hands. The energy of life. And now consciously allow that energy to begin to expand. Allow the space that you are occupying to grow. Your energy is now mingling with the energy of the other people around you. Feel it growing bigger and becoming brighter. With each breath, you are opening. With each breath, you are giving and receiving love. Bask in it. Celebrate it. Breathe and continue to radiate the light of Spirit, the true essence of who you are, for a few more moments in the silence. And then when you are ready, just gently begin to bring yourself back and open your eyes.
Hello, beloveds. I am Reverend Amani Malaika, and this is Maddie Suarez, and we are here to talk to you about spiritual economics. Our class is beginning September 15th, Wednesday, 6 to 8:30 p.m., running through November 3rd. It's an 8-week class available online and in person. It will be a hybrid opportunity for those of you who can participate in the way that feels best for you. Maddie, what are they going to get to experience in this class?
Oh my gosh, so there's so much. I'm really into money and prosperity and abundance and all those things, and I learned so much just by going over this material already.
Nice.
It's a new perspective for me, a new way of looking at things, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah? So if you guys don't know Maddie is one of our practitioners and one of our prosperity priestesses, and which is why I asked her to join me to teach this class. And you're going to get not just a chance to dive into what spiritual economics and prosperity means to you, but you are going to take a deep look at what your current beliefs and perspectives are, and you are going to have an opportunity to shift those. And you'll walk away with a new perspective, a new set of beliefs, new tools and skills to increase your prosperity and abundance experience. And all along the way, you get to be supported in community and by Maddie and I.
And have fun.
And fun! Yes! Because yay, money!
Yay, money.
Yay, abundance. We get to have that experience regardless of our circumstances. It starts inside. So join me and Maddie, 8 weeks, September 15th, Wednesday evenings. You can sign up through our newsletter link that will be going out for the next few weeks. And you can also go directly to our website, abqcsl.org. And if you have any questions, feel free to email revamani@abqcsl.org. I love you so much. Yay, money.
Thank you. We can't wait for you to be there. It's going to be a blast. Come join us.
you.